I made a video last year that I noticed that a whole lot of our trees, if not all of them, have little black spots on them. And I suspected that they're spraying something to do something to the trees. Well, this year I'm seeing strange growths. Look at this. Look at these little weird growths on the leaves. This one almost looks bloody. Look at that. What is that? That is not normal. It's like an indent on the underside, and then the top side. Let me put it in the sun so you can see better. See? Look at that. Is that not strange? And then the underside is like an indent. Here's an oak leaf. The top side has these little spots like it was sprayed, and they're kind of yellowed, and then you flip it over to the other side and it's creating these bumps. And I've been walking around looking at my trees, and practically all of the trees are infected with something. And I'm finding strange growths on some of my flowering. There's an oak tree. And look at the leaf. See? Light colored. On the underside, all these bumps. And I'm seeing it on many leaves. And here it's springtime. Look at all the green leaves. Why are leaves falling off the trees in spring? Spring is where everything's supposed to be growing. Green leaves all over the ground. I expect leaves to fall when it's fall, autumn. This is springtime. And it hasn't been long that the leaves have been out. But the ground is covered with green leaves just falling from the trees. That to me does not seem normal. Does it seem normal to you? This is just weird. Something is screwy. And even some of the leaves look like they're decaying. A lot of the leaves look like they're being eaten up. Not necessarily by bugs. Leaves. And it looks like the leaves are just kind of being eaten up. And I know someone's going to say, it's bugs, it's bugs. Now, here's a leaf that I believe was eaten by bug. That's what a leaf looks like when it's been eaten by a bug. Okay? That's normal. They leave little holes, and yeah, that's a bug doing that. A birch tree. And look at this leaf. It has this weird, odd bump on it. That is not normal. That is really weird. See? Bumps. Strange bumps. Now it looks like something has been sprayed. I do believe chemtrails. I know that they're doing it. There are people in the Air Force that have actually admitted that they do it. But we don't know what chemicals they're spraying. What are they doing? Are they trying to poison us somehow? Or kill the trees? I mean, what's going on? I like my trees. You know, this is a fairly young tree. It could grow up to be a beautiful big oak tree. But I don't know. Something is weird. Here's another one. Just an odd shape. It kind of looks like a fungus. I'm almost afraid to touch it. Like it's a deformity for sure. There's another one over here. Are you seeing this on your trees? I live in South Carolina. This is April 2024. This one has a red line through it. Look at that. It almost looks like a brain. Well, it's bigger on one side than the other. Kind of a red line through the middle. This one has a pink color to it. Let me get the shade so you can see it a little better, maybe. No? Look at that. It's just weird. Growing on the back of a leaf. Here's another one. There's all these weird deformities. Look at this. And on the reverse side, it has these weird shapes. It's so strange. What are they doing? Growing some alien thing? Okay, can't get it in the camera. Gotta put my hand on it so you. Okay, right here. Does that not look like a brain? I don't know what it is. It's kind of it's in two parts. One side's bigger than the other. I'm seeing it. Oh, here's a big one. It's a big one. Look at that. Weird. So strange. That is not normal. The breed of this tree. I don't think it's a birch. No, it's not a birch. But here's some more of those strange growths on these leaves. It's just weird. Why is it red? It almost looks like blood. This is an azalea plant. I was sitting here and I was wondering why this bush never gives me any flowers. It hasn't given me flowers since I planted it here. And I started looking at, and underneath I saw these weird growths. Okay, here's one. Here's one. And I was plucking them off and throwing them in the fire because we have a fire going there trying to burn some leaves. And then I started walking around looking at the other plants, and I discovered it doesn't matter what kind of plants, if it's a flowering bush or an oak tree or a birch, they seem to be all infected. What is going on? What are they doing to our trees? I would like to know. Take a look at your trees on your property and comment if you're seeing something similar happening in your neck of the woods. Examine some trees on this side of the property. Here's another oak tree. See those little yellow spots? And then you flip it over and it has bumps. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this, see that, doesn't that not look like it was sprayed? Like little speckled spots, like sprayed from the air. I know, I've seen chemtrails. I always notice it every time when I look into the skies. I could tell when a real cloud from a chemtrail. I mean, the whole tree all over has these spots. It's terrible. It's sad. What's going to happen to these trees? Are they all going to die? These oak trees. I want them to grow big and strong. But I'm concerned they're not going to make it because something is happening. Grub Oak Tree. And I'm noticing like a lot of the leaves are just, parts of the leaves are wilting. They're wilting and just falling away. Is that normal in the springtime? I don't think so. Just withering away. Strange. I don't see spots on this tree, but I do see that it's withering away. It has a lot of leaves that are just kind of just withering in the spring. I could understand withering in the fall, but springtime is the time of growth. It's just weird. Scrub scrub oak, and it's got the same bumps. This plant, I don't know what's going on with it, but it appears to be dying. It was doing great. It was dark green leaves, and it had pretty little white flowers. I don't even know if we're going to get flowers this year. But the leaves are turning yellow, and it looks like it's dying. What changed? I don't think anything changed that we did with it. I love the trees, and I love the shade. I love the color green. I just love the cover. But I'm fearing that somebody is up to no good, and it's coming from the skies. Now, the skies look normal today, but it's sad. Why would anybody want to destroy the trees? What is the goal here? So anyways, I don't have any answers. I just have a lot of questions, and I wanted to document this. April, I think today is the 21st or 22nd, in the year 24. And last year I posted a video about the black spots that I saw on a lot of our trees on our property. And this year I'm seeing a strange growth. So this is a record, a documentary. I tried to contact the forest management, and he suggested a fungus, that this is a densely populated area of trees. We've cleaned out a lot of trees. Well, I suppose we could clean out some more, but really, it looks like little droplets were sprayed on it. And we don't spray the trees. As far as I know, nobody comes around here spraying the trees. The only place it could come from is the sky. So if anybody has any answers, I'd be curious to hear them. Here's my specimen of bizarre growths. And this is an oak leaf. With bumps on the backside. Weird. So weird.